My fellow country people them. This one na una own countryman, sense past king, Ambazonian FBI. As I be promise una, I go find the person where he be make that disturbing audio threatening the Catholic Church, where it don't affect a lot of our Christian them and priest them where they dey for ground zero. And I don't come up again, even though it be late, for bring una the people them where them be behind those utterances. Una know again, it no be of surprise, say na the same Chris Anu and Sako their group, and una ran here previously, they don't try for fool our people them for give instruction me soldier then attack UNO, their property and for destroy their things them, now for set Ambazonia up so that it will cause an animosity between the international community and our people and make people then feel say will be stupid so that La Republique go be able when they accuse and say they commit atrocity for also point their action then talk say Ambazonia then too they do the same thing. So make without give una further analysis, make I just go straight for put the audio them. Make una here I go also put the face for the people them where them be behind these audios. The girl way he make this one, he name na Brin Ndele. Na kumba girl way he dey for inside Sweden. He dey stay for Sweden with him massa way he name na Valentine. Me gonna listen.
The church gave for being attacked. The church gave for being attacked now. We need to burn down all Catholic churches for Ambazonia. We don't need them. By the time we take this decision, the Pope says we go no say they don't enter business. Say they don't enter a business. Because if the church not exist, yes, even the Pope not go get that offerings. By the time we burn down all the Catholic churches, it will be a different story. I hope say Restoration Forces they take note with me at the talk.
Attack against religious institution for no reason other than their opinion. It is a war crime and nobody should listen to these people. There is another audio of another one of their officials who is in their so-called LGA in Ngi making the same statement so that Meguna know, say this is not just random, but a thing where they do already for set up our people for failure. When I listen for the audio, I not get the picture for the man. Unfortunately, I not get time for look for that picture, but when I go get the same, when I go know these people for who they are criminals, setting up Ambazonia for neutralize any effective campaign due to the humanitarian crisis to get sympathy or empathy for our people then.
Ladies and gentlemen, the economic sabotage we're all talking about here should not only be directed to La Republique of Cameroon. It should be directed toward the church that has stood strongly against the Ambazonian struggle. Believe me, yours, if I would have sent about 2-3 audio the once in a while, but nobody listened. If we can exercise the economic sabotage to the church, let us boycott church services for about 2, 3, 4, 5 months and let our boys enforce it. Our way to God must not only go through the church. The church is feeding fat out of us and killing us, and the leadership of the church will not even recognize that the people that are financing the church, the people that make the church are being killed and are crying out. And yet they turn their backs on the church. Who is an enabler when we call it here? The church has stood strongly against us. The two men who said Nigerians that are fighting, Ambas already laid down their gun, but Nigerians are fighting. And that is the church. That is the leadership of the church. So why are we sparing the church with this economic sabotage? Is that not the thing that I'm using to side with the enemy or the oppressor to kill the oppressed? The problem here is, if we do this, the church lives on this thing we call tithes or Sunday offerings. If we suck them dry of Sunday offering for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, they will come begging. They will send a delegation to Pobia to say, no, stop it, it's going to be something different. Their institutions will not run. Their workers will not be paid. All of those things will not go on. And that's another way to punish somebody who has been against us from the inception of this struggle until date. And yet we continue to spare them, we continue to do them, we continue to do everything. If our boys can't enforce church boycott services, let's pray in our houses and live for some months until the church complies. Why would they seal a store and so we call a lockdown and asking the Republic to comply. But now the church is stood against all this. Why? And we cannot even say a word except yesterday. Have you seen how people have respected it? If this boy will just go out on Sunday, this will not be everywhere to disturb the church. If they go out and disturb the church, all church services on Sundays, believe me, within 1, 4, 5 months, the church will come kneeling down and begging. Why their schools trouble? Their schools are running normally. They're fighting us everywhere, and yet we clap for them. Oh, let the church out. Somebody is killing us. The church is killing us. They fought school resumption with all their might, and their schools are on. As we see them catching fire all of these days. But then their schools go on. Their hospitals, even though we are not disturbing hospitals, their schools go on. Other small institutions that have been run normally, and they are already investing in La Republique as much as building schools over there. That's why they've decided to isolate and to turn their backs against the suffering people who make up that church, who finance that church. Having Thanksgiving will come, they say, okay, this church Sunday, we are giving 350,000, or I'm going to give 150. They tax the people, and that money comes out. They use it, and now the people are crying, they are suffering, and yet they're still running and asking for that money. I will not even sympathize with the Christians that are being slaughtered on the street every day. The church needs to be handled. Uncle B.